All right, so about a week ago, I said that I would make an effort to start showcasing recipes where I use our own meat that we produce. And I also apologize in case you hear Bluey in the background. My 5-year-old is taking halftime from the Bills game to watch a couple of episodes of Bluey. So he gets that right revoked, though, once the game comes back on. So today's recipe I will actually be making, and this is labeled, so this was from the cow that ended up having to get put down in October because she literally physically could not pass the calf, and we didn't really have any other options aside from trying to salvage what we could from her. So this was not processed by our normal processor. Typically our beef is packaged in vacuum sealed, but because this was an emergency type of situation, we needed whoever we could get, and it happened to be my old student, and he doesn't have a vacuum sealer, so that's why this is wrapped in paper. Now, this cut is labeled as a round bone shoulder roast. Obviously, I can't see what is inside of it, but I am planning on preparing it as an arm roast, because when you're looking at cuts of beef and you're trying to think about where on that cow it's coming from, you need to be able to look at the bone and kind of relate, okay, where would this be located on the cow so that I can figure out how to properly and appropriately cook it so that it's edible. Because as I've mentioned before, not all cuts are edible prepared in any way. You have to look at cuts and be able, okay, is this going to be a slow cook type of thing? Would it be better in the pressure cooker? Can I throw it on the grill? Can I saute? Like, you get what I'm saying? So I did open it up, and it is exactly as I figured it would be. So this would be considered an arm roast. The round bone definitely gives it away because it would be the arm, the front arm of the cow. So I'm going to take a few seconds to trim off the fat, and I'm not going to record that part. So I did get the meat trimmed off of the bone, and the fat and extra stuff will end up going out to the chickens. Some recipes, people say that you should leave the bone with the meat when it cooks just to add more flavor, but in this instance, it's not really going to add flavor because I'm cooking it in my Instapot. So it's going to be pressure cooked to add tenderness. It's not like I'm cooking it in the crock pot. If I was cooking it in the crock pot, then yes, that probably would be a good idea. And if you are just joining me for the first time and you've never seen my videos and didn't see the calving difficulty videos the end of October, I highly suggest you go watch that if you're starting to judge me. And if you are judging me, honestly, I don't really care. But there were a lot of tears shed over this cow, and it's not something I take lightly, but every animal has a place.